Today, we're gonna do something a little bit different. Before I get back to working on that thing, I want to improve the organization in this garage. Now, I've kind of started this process over the last couple of weeks using these storage totes, and they kind of fit underneath of my workbench, but not really. So, I want to take my entire back wall and make a new workbench and storage for our totes. That's gonna start with a trip to Home Depot in the new truck. Part of the reason for the new truck is the new project, which I'm not gonna get to just yet, but there is another project vehicle coming. It's already been bought and paid for. I'm just waiting for the weather to get nicer so we can go get it and get it back here. One of the interesting parts about this truck is my wife kind of has to climb to get into it. Fortunately, it's got running boards, but I have to close the door because
T-Rex.
Off we go. Wood's here. First gloves, because splinters. Then get this unloaded. We got 7 of these. Why are you beeping? No more beeping. Oops. And I got 35 of these. I really wish this stupid thing would quit. Beeping. Ta-da! Wood stowed. We gotta get all of this cut up. But before I can do that, I need to get these beasts out of here. So, as I'm sweeping the floor here, my logical brain is saying, Sean, why are you doing this? You're getting ready to cut up a whole bunch of wood and make a big old mess. It makes absolutely no sense that you're sweeping the floor now, and then you're gonna have to sweep the floor again when you're done. But my OCD brain says, sweep the floor. There's dirt on the floor, sweep it now. OCD brain won. So for the chopping up of the wood, I think we're gonna need the miter saw and the table saw. Planer, that can go away for now. That's for other things. I probably should have picked up the base that this sits on, but it was another 150 bucks. Oh goodness. There's things in here. Far more things than I expected. I don't know why I expected it to be put together. Well, I'm gonna put this together. Fail. Fail again. That was actually a whole lot easier than I expected. It was really just a handful of things. So now I'm ready to start chopping up 2x4s. And oh my God, we got a lot of cutting to do. I got my little list here. So for my 2x4s, I need 3 of them at 40 inches, 4 of them at 80 inches, 6 of them at 90 inches, 16 of them at 45 inches, and 39 of them at 29 inches. So I'm gonna get to cutting. Maybe time lapse, maybe just kind of fade out, fade back in when I'm done. Who knows? It'll be fine. I'll be back in a minute. I'm not entirely sure that was just a fart. Coast is clear, work can continue. Got eyes, got ears, got gloves. Ready to do this. I gotta start with my longest cuts first, which are 90 inches. Hey, dummy. I need a pencil. Ow. Today on Monsweg Garage, the village idiot cuts wood. After a little support finagling, let's see if we can get our first cut. Wow, I like it. So this is gonna be a whole lot of measure, mark, and chop. Over and over and over. Just lots of failing over and over and over. So I'm not gonna bore you with all of it. We'll be back in a bit. So it's 2 hours later and I got a good bit cut up, but now it's time for lunch. Yay, healthy food. All right, wood's cut. Time to clear the wall off. This is what I was after. Oh boy. Where to put all the things? Oh, hey, empty. This has got 4,000 pounds in it. Yeah. All the lawn care batteries. This is gonna be my assembler. This was my first participation trophy for the dart at a car show. They must have felt bad for me. Everybody gets a trophy, yay! Can't break the A-pillar moldings. These, we're gonna have to figure out how to get these wired up so they can be our lighting for our workbench. And they got power and USB. I like them. They were a gift, but the cords were never long enough. Well, shit. I know what we're gonna do about this. This is the rope and pulley system that controls the ladder that I used to get up there. Now this was here when I bought the house. This is not my contraption, but I mean, it works. So I've never changed it. So I'm gonna have to figure out where to anchor that. I hate this cabinet. Cheap, flimsy, plastic crap. I need to find me some proper metal storage cabinets. Woohoo, Vice Grip Garage, wax and grease remover. Ugh, where in the hell am I gonna put these for now? Soon-ish. Ah, hey, that's nice. Ha! I win. Hello, Spooter. We have spooked the little guy out. Sorry. Part of me just wants to grab and pull. I'll do it right. Wow, okay. Thanks, guy. So, since screws just spin, pull and rip. I'm gonna take down the stickers from the days when I used to do reloading things and lots of gun things. Remember, there used to be a safe in that corner, and it's not there. We sold that and a bunch of our firearms to, you know, pay for car parts. That guy out there is expensive. Don't get me wrong. I can get rid of all my guns. If you want to see what I got left, show up to my house unannounced. I gotta find what I did with the star bit that I can get these out. Yeah, we'll figure those out later. Actually, no, we won't. We'll just take those out and those out. Ah, crap. But I have a thing. Ratcheting box wrenches. Perfect for this spot. Hey! It's loud, that needs ears. One moment. I spy with my little eye. Ear Pro. Now, I just need to make my way to it. Fun! So I'm running all these out, got the first one off, and then I looked and I realized the camera was pointing in the wrong direction. Good job, jackass! At least you got to see those. Almost there. I'm fairly sure all this has got to move. This is gonna put them up there. Oh, nope. That should be enough. This is how I get up to the top of the garage. This is probably dumb, but I want this out of the way. Goodbye thing I don't need. Aha. So, yeah. I should probably get some, drywall tape and fill that crack and throw some paint on it, but yeah, not gonna do that. I'm just gonna push on forward, yeah. But I do need to get this guy down first. The OCD one again. So you wanna talk about nails being in the wall really good? Yeah. Are you serious? So I got this bad boy on here and I thought, you know what? Let me put some weight behind it. So I got down below and I pulled and it came off of my hand. For those of you that hated my claw hammer, it's dead now. And I was actually using it the right way. Back to the only hammer I have, blacksmith hammer. Good as new. So now it's time to start marking up the wall so I could get my first set of wall studs on. So I'm gonna start here in my corner. So I want the top of my first shelf to be 20 inches. So my cinder block comes up 8.5 inches. And then I got another 1.5 inches for the 2x4 here. So 8.5 plus 1.5 is 10. So if I come up another 10 inches, there's 20 inches off the floor. So with the laser level lined up to my line, I can take a couple of spacers, and that bad boy is right about where she needs to be. A couple of decking screws. Now, I just gotta repeat that all the way down the rest of the line. So it looks like maybe our floor bits aren't quite level. So we're gonna have to adjust that and probably not use our spacers, because I would rather it be level than look straight, if that makes any sense at all. Laser level is my friend. Yep, right about there. Dope. Failing. There we go. One end. That's our first row. That's at 20. I'm gonna do 3 more at 40, 60, and 80 inches tall. Be back when those are up. The wall framing is up. Now it's time for pizza. Pizza's eaten. Put the phone and the microphones on the charger for a little while. While that was happening, we were busy drilling pocket holes. I have most of them done, but we got a few more to do. Then we can start putting them up on the wall. Nice. Well done. All right, it's the next day, and I'm ready to start getting these supports in. Time for time lapse. The nice thing about these being up against the wall is at the 20-inch mark, I got a stud right here. So I could actually take my level, put it up there, and I've already marked these at about 20 inches. And I can push up until I'm level-ish. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Move down to the next. Now, one thing I did realize as I was putting these together is I don't have enough pocket screws. The pack that I bought came with 100. I'm like, that'll be enough. But they're different sizes, and the ones I want are the 2.5 inch. And that's all of those I have left. So eventually I'm gonna have to run to the store. But in the meantime, I wanna go ahead and get the front face on each of my shelves and then get my 2 supporting legs installed as well. Now, I was originally planning to put another one of these on this end, but with this support screwed into the wall stud, I don't think I'm gonna need to do that. I kinda want to test and see if my inch and whatever pocket screws, where'd they go? Aha! 1.25 inches. I don't think these are gonna be long enough. So it's off to the store I go. And while I'm there, I can take this with me so I can get some new anchors for my whiteboard. So I had to take a break, and wife and I took a trip to meet some puppies. Needless to say, that's all the further I got. Now, I'm gonna clean up this mess behind me, because this is where the dart goes. And it's supposed to snow tomorrow. We're not leaving her outside in the snow. So I'm gonna clean up, get the dart back in here, and we are gonna finish this whenever I get the chance. We'll see you when we're back on this project. Well, you remember that trip I talked about to go find a puppy? Well, that turned into a thing.
That was so fucking cute, dude. She responds to the squeaks. You like mimic them.
And we've been very busy for the last couple of weeks. Meow. Ah. Ah.
This is what happens when I get home.
Oh, perfect timing. I would like you all to meet Miss Abby.
Stick, I got a stick. Look at me, I got a stick. Look at I got a stick. Found my own stick.
I've also managed to get a good bit done on that whole organization project. Got the car moved over to this side, and I've got the far wall kind of cleaned up. Remember how I said that if I liked it, I would kind of do this wall too? I went ahead and did this wall too. So now it's all done. Oh yeah, and I wired lights under here too. So now I got my organization, my workbenches, and all that stuff taken care of. No. I still got a little bit of cleanup and organization to do, but other than that, it's all done. Now we can get back to doing dart things. And that new project I talked about. Now this design, not my idea. So if you want to see it in far more detail than I did, check out this video here. And we'll see you again soon. Bye! This is not goodbye, but until we meet again.